that my name is Gal and I'm Jewish, and we have had enough of Jew hatred.
The ride in Disney World, which was called Snow White's Scary Adventures, doesn't sound like something a little kid would like, was terrified of it, never revisited Snow White again.
The fairest of them all isn't even the one stealing the spotlight anymore. It's not about the dress, the poison apple, or the glass coffin. No, the real magic, or should we say the drama, behind Snow White is happening off screen. And Gal Gadot destroyed Rachel Zegler by leaking her attitude. She's had enough.
And it's a beautiful story about an amazing girl who wants to find the true self of hers. That is just so appealing and so special.
I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again. Like, I'm being so serious.
Let's rewind for a second. March 21st, 2025. Rachel Zegler posts a sweet, glowing Instagram tribute celebrating the release of Snow White. 4 years in the making, behind-the-scenes photos, nostalgic captions, all the cozy vibes. She thanked the team, calling it life-changing.
Hard to do what we do and to make movies, but I love it so much because I get to see you guys. And I'm really, really thankful that so many of you have been with us for 3 summers, and if you were here for 2 or just back for this one, you're part of such an important family to me. And this has been such a hard, wonderful journey, and I'm so thankful to have been on it with you all. So thank you.
But one name was suspiciously missing. No tags, no mention, no photo. Where was Gal? Fans noticed. Of course they did. Because when you go 4 years filming with someone and then crop them out of your public thank yous, that's not just awkward, that's war. Now here's where the plot thickens faster than poisoned apple pie filling. Turns out, the beef may have gone deeper than a missing tag. See, Gal is Israeli. She's spoken publicly and passionately about her heritage, her identity, and her support for Israel. She served in the Israeli military. Her stance isn't subtle. And in recent months, she's been more vocal than ever, especially as anti-Semitic violence surged worldwide.
You would see people not condemning Hamas, but celebrating, justifying, and cheering on a massacre of Jews.
On the flip side, Rachel, pro-Palestine, loudly so. She posted support during filming, tweeted "Free Palestine," didn't exactly whisper it either. It sparked a digital firestorm, one that, according to insiders, followed them right onto set. Imagine spending 12-hour shoot days pretending to hate each other in character while also maybe low-key hating each other in real life? But hold up, because it's not just the politics, and before we dive into more juicy details, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Now, let's talk lifestyles. Gal is 39, married with 4 kids. She FaceTimes her toddlers between scenes. She's got mom energy, glam red carpet poise, and a calendar full of baby milestones and film festivals.
First of all, I'm very nervous for my daughters to see it because they're so used to go and watch me in the theater and feel like I'm the best.
So they haven't seen it yet?
No, they're gonna this weekend.
Rachel, she's 23, just stepped into the Hollywood game, still adjusting to the fame, the pressure, and probably trying to remember if she left her laundry in the machine. Their vibes are like oil and water.
Stopped for photos every time I'm online for the Snow White ride, and it is I have to pretend like, oh God, well, crazy that we're in front of this.
Wait, how often are you in line for the Snow White ride?
I'm a narcissist.
Rachel hinted at fights between her and the gal on set during her interview with Entertainment Weekly. Meanwhile, she was on FaceTime with her kids moments later, probably like, "Sorry, what was that? I was raising actual humans."
Like when you leave the scene, I like turned to the camera and I was like, "Gal's mad." Like, it was so, but then you were FaceTiming your kids right after being like, "Hey, so much."
You cannot fake harmony between two people living such wildly different realities. Their premiere photos together? Stiff smiles, frozen poses, like two coworkers forced to share a cubicle and a birthday cake. No warmth, just professional frostbite.
Visual effects push the boundaries of what we see on screen.
Their work makes the impossible seem possible.
With breathtaking ambition, they create magic that wraps its arms around our wildest imagination.
And still, Rachel tried to shift the narrative. In interviews, she talked about women supporting women and how Hollywood pits actresses against each other. She fangirls over Jennifer Lawrence, but not once does she bring up Gal Gadot after shooting with her for years.
Did you talk to Jennifer Lawrence at all?
I have not talked to Jennifer Lawrence, but if she wants to call me, we can hang out anytime. We're both Dior girlies. We both live in New York. Like, let's get together. I'm obsessed with her. I love her so much.
You guys.
Exactly. And let's not forget Disney in all of this. They thought they were releasing a timeless classic reboot. Instead, they got a PR crisis and a side of social media chaos. The premiere was reportedly scaled down. No massive press tour, just silence, and Rachel sitting in a movie theater alone. Spoiler alert, everyone noticed. And that was just one layer of Disney's headache, because the casting of Rachel as Snow White was controversial from day one. She's talented, yes. Her voice is incredible. But Snow White traditionally is known for, well, being white. Like literally described as having skin as white as snow.
Hilariously, I do not know what they watched. I did not see it. We were not allowed to watch. We had to stand on our spot backstage. So it sounded like they really liked it, which is really, really exciting.
So when a Colombian-Polish actress was cast, some praised it as overdue representation. Others accused Disney of rewriting tradition for woke points.
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
She responded boldly, said she was proud, said the story should evolve, that it wasn't about skin tone, it was about strength, that little girls deserve to see themselves as the hero, not just the sidekick.
There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Yeah. Weird.
See, Gal knows the power of imagery. She knows when she's being erased from a narrative, and yet she wasn't about to let her name get pushed to the margins, especially not when she had spent 4 years alongside Rachel making this film.
We will call it out, but we will never let it not only defeat us, but define us, because our love is stronger than their hate.
Oof. Now add in the fact that Rachel's own behavior had already rubbed some fans the wrong way. Those awkward red carpet moments, a few tone-deaf comments, and that one time she joked about not watching Snow White as a kid? Yeah, the internet has receipts.
I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again. Like, I'm being so serious. I watched it once and then I went on the ride in Disney World, which was called Snow White's Scary Adventures.
And suddenly, the feud wasn't just about Gal and Rachel. It became a cultural storm. Gal Gadot's message was loud and clear. She won't be silenced. Not for PR, not for Disney, and definitely not for anyone pretending she didn't exist. And Rachel, she's still forging ahead, talking about empowerment and growth, but without acknowledging the actual storm swirling around her. Two queens, one kingdom, no love lost.